into the corner. Antonov wheels in front, shot is blocked, floats to the crease. Cross-ice pass finds Leia. Leia to the front of the net, Leia, wraparound shot, Nick Leia gets it in! And we have a goal inside 20 seconds to start the period. The Canadian gets another goal in his pre-season tally. It's 1-0 Raiders.
And Nick Leia says to Vanya Antonov, anything you can try to do at one end of the ice, I'm going to go to the other end of the ice and do it better.
Not a lot Britton Priest could have done with that one. Nick Leia breezing past the D-man and doing the move that anyone... Dewey is quite happy to take that behind the net. Tries to go all the way up to Lation. Lation with it. Lation steps in. Shot saved by Priest. Priest hasn't covered up, and the Raiders shovel it in for a second, short-handed. 26-40.
And I think that was Jacob Ransom that got it.
I think Ransom has got it there.
But again, they get in close. They created a bit of chaos. It looked like the Bees were more concerned with a bit of the rough stuff.
Here's the second one, however.
So there's the initial shot. Puck goes loose, and as we see there, yeah, the Bees defense. I'm not sure which Bees defenseman that.
Cross the puck up now to Leia. Hops finds Goodbye. Goodbye, brilliant pass up to Ballas, nobody with him. Ballas tries to cut inside, stops and gets stood up brilliantly by Brandon Ailiff. Rossbottom to the front of the net, and Rossbottom finds the roof of the net. On the backhand, he cuts the deficit in half. 30-53 the time of the goal, Bees on the board.
And that is just a beautiful little move by Adam Rossbottom. It starts here with the hit on Ballas. He collects the puck, skates around it, and then just over the top of Brad Winterbank.
Everyone stopped, including myself, when Ballas got that hit, took that hit. Rossbottom. Baird turns quick, fires, finds Landsberg, beats the breakaway. Landsberg shot wide. Lation collects this puck. Falls into the corner, takes a tumble. Rays come away with it. Wells turns it over. Goodbye in front. Dom Goodbye round the netminder. Dom Goodbye ties it up. And an error in the defensive zone. The coach is able to capitalise on. It's 2-2 at 36-59.
And that was a beautiful solo effort there from Goodbye, as we're going to see here on the replay. Can't see it out of shot, but forces the turnover, collects the puck, takes the centre, and then just slots it over Winterbank.
Can't quite see who that is. The defender there on the goal line. Oh, I learned the hard way. Don't mention the important. I do stand by that. I said Pavel Krajkovic would be a very good netminder in this league if he was allowed to play. So we move on. Man of the match for the Raiders. It's like here who was said. We'll see it in a minute as they go on the camera. It's Marco Pasquale. Yeah, I've got no problem with that one.
I haven't got a problem with that.
Been very solid when you played for the then Junior Raiders, now Buccaneers in the last few years.
Yes, who played this evening and lost to my team, the Stratton Redhawks.
We don't talk about those. Marco Pasquale, I really like as a defenseman. He could have a big future. The Raiders, obviously, as they go for their lap of honour, we will see them tomorrow in the Sapphire for the second leg of the Everyone Active Shield. Join us here in the building, obviously. Thank you very much. If you've joined us on the stream, thank you very much. We'll see you next time. I can't quite remember when we see you again.
It's also very obvious. I mean, obviously Rossbottom with that he also was incredible all over the ice tonight.
I said this to Tom last week. The thing that the Bees missed out on last year was Adam Rossbottom was only available for that last 15 games of the season, and it really showed. Whereas now he's around for the whole season. And as I say that, man of the match of the Bees goes to Dan Rose. Dan Rose, I will say this, over the last year and already at the start of this year, has been a face-off winning machine, especially down in the defensive zone. He doesn't lose many face-offs, and in key situations, he's quite often the man they call on.
It's an underrated, again, it's a skill that gets overlooked. Like a lot of people obviously focusing on goal scoring and save percentages and plus minuses there, but face-off percentage wins. It's so vital that you are able to win face-offs in any situation.
It'd be really awkward if you spent a load of money on a fancy stat system and it didn't work at the start of the season, wouldn't it? Oh dear.
Awkward.
I could go for anybody. Read into that what you will. As the bees go from
If only we had, say, an NIHL stats person.
Don't. As the bees go for their lap of honour tonight. Gives me enough time to say, Chris, have you enjoyed yourself this evening?
I have enjoyed myself.
It's a new night out. You get to do commentary again. Shame's with me.
I mean, if you're happy to have me back, I'm happy to come back.
Always. Give me a date. As the bees go for their lap of honour. It's enough from us tonight. 2-2 in town here for the first leg of the Everyone Active Shield. The bees are back at home next Saturday in a weird Saturday night face-off. There's one time I do mention it because it's forgotten where the button is. To welcome the Peterborough Phantoms to town. The team we started last year off away from home on the Friday night. We welcome to the hangar on a Saturday night to start the year. The Phantoms do, of course, get the National League campaign underway the night before on the Friday when they welcome the Hull Seahawks to town. They'll be here for the second game of their weekend on the Saturday. Until then, from Chris and from me, we'll see you next week. Good night.